look who's joining me.
Hello.
Vanessa Morgan. Yay! Thank you so much for coming in.
Of course. I'm so excited. Jeez.
I know, right? So we're celebrating. These make a lot of noise, so now we're done with them.
There we go.
But for all you fans who are tuning in right now, start sending in your questions and comments for Vanessa. I've already picked a few comments that she's going to be reading. And plus, we have a special exclusive sneak peek clip from tonight's episode that you guys do not want to miss because, spoiler alert, Jughead's hair looks amazing.
Without the beanie.
Yes, this is like a rare glimpse.
Yeah.
It's like an animal out in the wild, and I love it.
100%.
But Vanessa, I'm so excited that you're on right now. This is our first time meeting.
I know, and I've been watching all your segments, and I'm like, I want to be on this.
You're so sweet.
So finally, we made it happen.
We made it happen. Your hair looks even more amazing in person than it does on
Thank
TV.
you.
How are you liking the pink locks?
I love it. Like, I'm literally sporting it to like all my photo shoots and events now. People are like, you're really liking the Toni look, aren't you? I'm like, are you saying I should change it?
No, it looks so good. Now, do you have to keep reapplying it?
Yeah, well, it's a washout pink,
Okay.
so it lasts like 5 to 8 washes. So yeah.
Looks good. And I'm getting some Toni, like, Topaz vibes from you right now.
Yeah, I think it's the leather jacket,
the
to
leather
be honest. I wasn't even
jacket.
trying it. This is me, Vanessa, go-to outfit going out. But I think
Love
it's just
it.
the leather jacket right now that's making me look super Toni.
When I was talking with Ashley Murray recently on set, she's like, I'm bummed because, like, I can never wear leopard anymore because everyone's like, Josie.
Really?
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. It's funny because I thought going out for Halloween being a leopard, everyone would be like, oh, you're a leopard, great.
Yeah.
The amount of people that came up to me and said, oh, you're Josie and the Pussycats. I was like, I'm a leopard. I'm just trying to be an animal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I could see why that's happening to her,
That's
especially,
so
you know.
funny. What has it been like for you joining the Riverdale world?
It's been amazing. It's been crazy. Everybody has been so nice. The cast is amazing. They've welcomed me in.
Mm-hmm.
It's always nerve-wracking joining a cast.
Especially because you guys
Season
shoot
2.
up in Vancouver.
In
It's kind of
Vancouver.
isolated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But one of my best friends, Madeleine, who plays Cheryl Blossom, love her, was already on the show. And so she welcomed me and gave me a tour. She's like, guys, my best friend's here. You know, welcome her in. And it was great. So, like, I feel like I have, like, me and her hang out every day there. It's, like, comfortable there. And I'm Canadian.
I love that. Really?
So I love being there.
Oh, so it's like a second home to you.
It's like a second home. Exactly.
But we had Mads on recently, and I adore her so much. And she and I were talking about some things that we'll be getting to. Shoni.
I love it.
But I think we should take a look at some fan comments.
Okay, let's
so
do it.
I pulled some comments for us from our Sweetwater Secrets episode that was all about Chapter 19, Death Proof. And that was when Toni revealed to Jughead that she's actually bisexual.
Yes.
Now, first of all, when you found out that they were going to be confirming that, because it was a rumor of the Archie comics, what was your reaction when Roberto told you that news?
Well, actually, I found out from, I think it was the article that you broke.
So, fun fact for the
fun
fans
fact.
out there, when you first learned that Vanessa Morgan was playing Toni Topaz, I wrote that.
Yeah. So I actually learned from your article because I wasn't told when I was, like, being cast that she was going to be bisexual. And then I found that out. I was like, great, love it. So I'm just happy that, that they're following through with that.
And a lot of fans loved it so much. So first comment right now is going to be from Taya808, and she said, honestly though, I'm such a big fan of Vanessa/Toni overall, especially since she's in one of my all-time favorite childhood TV shows, My Babysitter's a Vampire.
I love that.
So I'm honestly kind of sad she isn't with Jughead, but you do you, boo. I was like, okay.
Thank you, boo.
She also added in her hisses and kisses, and she gave a kiss to your hair, saying Toni's freaking hair is beautiful. I agree.
you.
I agree.
Thank you. I love that. I know I've been getting so many people message me saying, I can't stop seeing Sarah. Like, you'll always be a vampire to me when I see Toni. I'm like, that's hilarious.
Vampire snakes, they kind of go hand in hand.
But, my theory is like, well, after that, for anybody who's seen My Babysitter's Vampire, there was an explosion at the end of the season finale. My theory is maybe she just, reincarnated herself as Toni.
Completely.
In a gang.
I like that. Ooh.
That's what happened.
Still in the same universe. I
So
like
yeah,
this.
same universe,
But I was talking to Madeleine, and so many fans out there have this vibe that they're getting between Cheryl and Toni. You have a couple fan comments. What are they saying about that?
Okay, from Zachary Vargas. If Toni is bi, is there a way for her to be with Cheryl? The girl needs love, and I would choose Reggie or Josie for her, but they look like they might have something going on.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree with you. Cheryl needs love. Cheryl's had enough pain in her life. How much can one girl take?
Seriously.
You know, for the poor girl. I mean, we'll see what the writers have in store. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you know, I'm for it. Like, we'll see.
And I loved what this person said. Greenlack said, haha, the flirty look that Toni gave to Cheryl in the drag moment.
Oh, the amount of people that reposted that. Like, when I was doing it, I wasn't even, like, I didn't even know that people were going to screenshot and do that. I thought it was like, you know, we're two confident girls who are walking by. I was like, I usually do that. Like, who do you think you are? You know what I mean? But they took that one look and, you know, ran with it. And, you know, the funniest one that I saw was, like, Toni looking at Toni looking at Cheryl like she's like a full course Thanksgiving like meal. I was like, okay, great.
How do you think they would be as a couple?
You know what? I think they would be a great couple. You know, they're two like, you know, bossy, you know, girls, strong, independent. I think they could be a little power couple together.
Oh, I like that.
Stir up some chaos. But you know, who knows?
Have you figured out what you want the potential ship name to be? Because it's still a little bit in flux right now. I've heard Shoni. I've heard Terrell.
I've heard Shoni. I've heard Terrell. I've heard Sharoni.
Sharoni. Okay. All right. I don't know how I feel about Sharoni.
You don't know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard one. Maybe Choni's the cutest.
So many fans are saying Choni. Okay, now are we doing it with the ch or a sh, like Cheryl?
Oh. You know what it should be Shoni.
Shoni.
Yeah, it should be Shoni.
Yeah.
And so that's cute. That's
cute.
Yeah,
so they write it like Choni, but we're going to pronounce it like Shoni.
Like Shoni.
All right, This is it. You heard it here on Sweetwater Secrets.
That's how you pronounce it.
My favorite last comment that we're going to include was Sophia Rosa Almstrump went on this amazing rant saying to all the absolutely insane bughead shippers who hated on Toni before even learning the slightest thing about her, I really hope this episode taught them something because she was the only one acting somewhat sane. Kisses to her for acting responsible. And I thought that was really sweet because unfortunately you have been getting a little bit of social media backlash. And when I say a little bit, I mean floods and floods of tweets.
Yeah, exactly.
What has that been like for you? Is that hard?
I think maybe the first time I saw it, it was a little bit hard. You know, the fandom is so strong with Riverdale. And I think that just shows how passionate the fans were. So at the end of the day, I was brought in no matter what actress they hired. You know what I mean? For, you know, coming in between, in a way, between a popular couple, you're going to get some backlash for that. I don't think that Toni broke up Bughead. I think it was the Black Hood.
I agree.
You know, people were saying, you know, you broke up Bughead, but it was the Black Hood. And I think it's one of those things, you know, Bughead and Toni were teenagers, right? So the hormones, they had a rough day together and they hooked up.
Yes.
You know, and then...
But to Toni's defense,
they
were on a break. And
they were on a break.
And
wouldn't you have done the same? You know, you're sitting with a cute guy. You know, emotions are high, and you're like, I'm just gonna kiss him.
Yes, I'm sure there are plenty of girls out there who would love to kiss Cole Sprouse. So,
you know, it is what it is. And then I think Toni realized, you know, he's not over his girlfriend; they're in love.
Yes.
And I'm, you know, more into girls anyway. So let's just stay friends. We're good as friends.
I love that. I love that. Do you feel a little bit of pressure to represent the LGBTQ community in a certain way?
You know, obviously there is a bit of pressure because not, you know, being bisexual characters aren't represented as often, which they, you know, they should be. So I just hope I do a good job. That's really the only stress that I have with that. I really just want to do a good job and represent that well.
Could Toni be getting a love interest this season? I know you guys are on episode like 14 now, so more things have happened.
I think Toni deserves some love.
Yes.
I hope so. I can't say much, but I definitely think that would be nice for Toni.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. I do want to get your thoughts really quick. We're going to get to the exclusive sneak peek clip from tonight's episode very soon, but if you guys will recall, in last week's episode, we discovered that Cheryl has got a little bit of a crush on Josie right now. What are your thoughts, just as Madelaine's best friend, about that storyline?
I think it's, you know, for me, I didn't know they were going to go that direction, but, you know, I love both those characters, so I thought I liked watching it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that was like juicy to watch. It was like unexpected for me.
It
I
was
was
so
like, oh,
unexpected. I did not know that they were gonna do
yeah,
that.
it was like Cheryl.
I'm like, okay,
yeah,
girl, get love. Look
yeah,
for
get
it.
love, Cheryl. Yeah,
Keep finding it. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for
know.
you. So right now we actually have a special sneak peek clip from tonight's episode, and we'll give you a little bit of a setup for it. So FP's out of jail. Yay!
Yes,
the Serpent King.
King Serpent.
He is back, and there's a really sweet scene where he and Jughead are bonding. They're having a motorcycle riding bonding sesh. Take a look at it right now, and then you and I will be discussing what happens in it.
Awesome.
Things got ugly when you were away. I asked myself every day what you would do if you were here.
Has Penny bothered you? Figured she's the one who greased my wheels.
I did a job for her.
What kind of job?
It's a one-time thing. Just figured it best not to ask too many questions. We're squared away, for good.
You know, when I was 16, my old man kicked me out and told me to go to hell. Instead, I joined the Serpents, and then the Army, and then back again. I don't want that life for you, Jug. I want you to go to college, get out of this godforsaken town.
I ran the gauntlet. I fought with the Serpents, and for them. I have to stay. I want to stay. But I need your blessing.
Just promise me you'll keep writing.
I will. I do every day.
Riverdale, all new episode tonight at 8/7.
Oh,
So cute.
how cute! How great did Cole's hair look?
It looked better than mine. Stop it, Cole. Put back on the beanie.
Yeah, when I first watched the episode, I was staring. I was like, why does something look so different? I was like, oh, it's his hair.
His hair, it's just sitting so upright too.
It's like flowing.
They should do that more often.
Yeah, they should. But then, just like how they rarely let Betty's ponytail down,
Yeah.
which, oh my goodness, Tony's comment about the ponytail.
I know. The amount of comments I got for that one. And you know what? Tony actually, like, you know, playing her, I thought it was like a funny thing to say.
Yeah.
People were like, how dare you? Her ponytail's iconic.
And beyond reproach.
And beyond reproach. It's like, it's a funny thing. Like, if I would say that to one of my girlfriends.
Oh,
It's like, you know,
completely.
why don't you just take your hair down?
Well, and also if you're wearing your hair the same thing every day. And plus,
Yeah.
Lily herself has told me she would like to let her hair down
Yeah.
more because the ponytail actually hurts.
Yeah, because I can imagine it's so tight all the time, you know? Like, it's probably nice to have it down sometimes.
But I loved in that clip that Jughead was saying, like, no, he likes the Serpents. Like, he wants to stay in it. Like, aren't you glad?
I love that. We're all a family.
Yeah.
You know, serpents don't shed their skin.
No, they don't. They also have some very interesting traditions. What
yes.
can you tease? We are going to be seeing a lot more from the Serpents in tonight's episode. What can you tease for the fans out there?
What can I tease? I mean, you're going to see a very interesting, awesome, juicy side of Betty tonight.
You will. And what's so fun is that on our Sweetwater Secrets after show, you will be hearing from the lovely Vanessa talking about the most insane, mind-blowing moment from tonight's episode. So get excited and check back for that because you guys do not want to miss it. You guys are sending in so many great comments right now. Lauren, the girl next door, says, do you know who the Black Hood is?
I don't.
Really?
No, and I've heard maybe like a couple people say they know who it is, and I'm like, I have so much FOMO. I literally don't know who the Black Hood is.
Do you get the full scripts, or do you sometimes only just get your scenes?
No, I get the full script.
Okay.
But, you know, I still don't know who the Black Hood is, but we only get our episodes sometimes even a couple days before filming the episode.
Okay.
But I want to know, you know.
I want to know more about Toni's home life and her family. Is that something that we could possibly be exploring? I have no idea, so I just made this
I
up.
definitely think that you're going to see a little bit of her home life coming up.
She's mentioned her uncle.
But she's mentioned, like, if you remember in that episode, I say, like, I'm basically hopping from house to house until my uncle stops stalking me out.
Yeah.
So I don't, personally, I haven't actually talked about it with the writers. I don't think that I have, like, parents.
Yeah.
Or who knows what the situation is if they're, you know, not in my life. My mom's trying to FaceTime me.
You can answer it if you want.
But I think that you're going to meet definitely a family member that might give you some insight into her life.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out, is it someone that we've met before?
No.
Okay,
No, it's
good.
not someone you've met before.
Fresh face.
Yeah, I think she comes from a little bit of a hard life. That's my theory on Toni.
I think so too. I think that
She's like puts up a front a little bit.
Yeah.
She's tough because I think she's had to be.
she's a badass.
Yeah, I like her.
I think she's really cool. Whenever you put on that serpent jacket, do you feel a little bit more like, all right,
100% I do. I feel so badass. I feel like I could walk in like the worst area of town, you know, as myself whenever I'm wearing it. You know what I mean? I'm like, where's my gang members, you know?
We're Sweet Pea.
Yeah, where's Sweet Pea? But the first time I actually put it on, like, I took the jacket and put it on, and then it said, "You make me a believer." Literally was in my head. I should have played it while I was putting it on.
Yes.
That'd be a funny video.
That would be really
But
good.
that's because, you know, I saw the last episode, and then I watched it right before starting it, and it was so in my head. So I was like, I felt really cool.
Yazzie C says, if Jug leaves the serpents for Betty, I will cry, with a bunch of crying emojis and snake emojis. Interesting.
I would too.
I would too. Yeah.
They can do both. You can do both.
It's Riverdale. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
What is something that is coming up that you're excited for fans to see? You're like, I can't even tease anything.
I'm like, what can I say without getting in trouble?
You won't get in trouble. I know that I'm excited because next week's episode is the Christmas episode.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Did you say you've seen it?
I have seen it. I have seen it.
Yes.
That was actually, so you guys have actually been asking, spoiler alert, that was the episode that I was on set for. So
You were on set for the Christmas episode?
I was on set for the Christmas episode. I was in Pops and it was covered in Christmas decorations, and we actually had to take them down so that it looked like Generic's Pop background in the background of it.
See, I was in the White Worm, like on the south side, so when we filmed that, so I missed you.
But I'll see you soon because I'll be
you'll have to
going
come
up
to
there.
south side.
I would love
That's
to come to
what's up.
South Side.
Yeah.
How cool is the White Worm, though? Have there been any like things that you found on set that you're like, oh my gosh, this is nuts?
I've actually stolen something from the White Worm. It was like little mini toy snakes.
That's so
I know
cute.
that sounds so random.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, but I was a snake for Halloween, and I wanted to take some of the snakes, so I've stolen that. But there's like a weird Medusa statue.
Very fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the White Worm, and there's really cool snake signs. My character works at a bar.
Which I was watching that in tonight's episode. I'm like, is that legal?
Yeah, it's like, is it legal though? I asked myself the same thing, but I mean, you know, it's all serpents in there.
Serpents.
Anything goes.
They make their own laws.
Yeah.
Well, Vanessa, thank you so much for joining me for a special live episode of Sweetwater Secrets, and thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember that anything that the characters do, be nice to the actors that play them. Give them love on social media so that we can keep the Riverdale fandom a nice, positive place.
Yes. I agree. Thank you so much.
Of course. You guys, be sure to tune in to Sweetwater Secrets after you watch tonight's episode, Chapter 21, House of the Devil, for exclusive information from this lovely lady about the scene that everyone's going to be talking about. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Bye, guys.
Bye.